Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I want to show you my me-made wardrobe. And since I am a minimalist and have a very small wardrobe, it also isn't that many pieces. I've made more things over the year that I have decluttered since, but I still really enjoy making my own garments, and so I do want to have them in my wardrobe. So I always have a certain amount of things that I made myself, and today I want to show you. And if you're interested in seeing my complete minimalist sustainable wardrobe, I will also link you the video up here where I show you every single piece and explain like how much I need, why I have these pieces, and so on. Since sustainability is really important to me, it is never my goal to have like a 100% me-made wardrobe if that wouldn't also be the most sustainable solution. And right now I feel like getting things secondhand is oftentimes a lot easier than making them myself, because for it to be really sustainable, I would want to source the fabric or just the material secondhand as well to ensure that it has the smallest footprint possible. So for none of the things that I'm going to show you today, I bought the fabric or like the material new, but it's all like gifted or recycled or just secondhand material. So let's start with the most exciting thing, which I think is sweaters. I have this green sweater that I knitted myself a few months ago with yarn I got from an online marketplace. It's 100% wool and it really was very inexpensive, and I just made that very easy raglan construction, and I'm gonna link you a video up here where I show the whole process of how I made this. I did not use a pattern for it, but just made it up along as I was going. And so this is just this nice cropped sweater. Since it is cropped, I'm not sure if I can wear it during winter, and therefore I'm also not completely sure if I want to keep this in my wardrobe for the long run. It has definitely been a great experience knitting it up. It is very comfortable and I really like the color as well, but we're gonna see if this piece is gonna stay in my wardrobe or if it will go to somebody else who might wear it more often. The next sweater is the most recent addition to my me-made wardrobe, and it's this beautiful alpaca sweater made from yarn I got as a gift for my birthday. It is the sweater number 11 from My Favorite Things Knitwear. You can look her up on Instagram and buy her pattern. I did not follow the pattern completely. I made a different neckline. I did not make a turtleneck like the pattern suggested because the yarn is maybe a bit scratchy. It can be a bit itchy. So I decided to not go for a turtleneck just to minimize the itchiness a little bit. And I also changed like the cuffs here and made them smaller just because that's what I prefer. Because I had a different yarn weight, I also changed the number of stitches, but otherwise I followed the pattern exactly, and so this is my sweater number 11 that I really like because it is nice, oversized. I love the beige color and I hope to get a lot of wear out of that, and I definitely want to keep that in my wardrobe and wear for the coming years. Then a thing that I have crocheted for my wardrobe is this sun hat. I made it 1.5 years ago just because I realized that the solution I had before, which was just using like a scarf or something, or saying that I don't need a sun hat, was not really working anymore for me, and I definitely prefer to have a hat to protect me from the sun. And so I made this out of yarn that I found at my mom's basement, and I also did not have a pattern for this. I just like crocheted in a round, and whenever I thought that it was wide enough, I did not increase the stitches anymore, and whenever I thought it was like long enough like this, I started increasing the stitches again to like flare it out. I don't think it turned out perfectly, but it turned out fine and I've been using it. And what I also love is that I can just like make it into very small piece so that I can pack it very well, because that's definitely something that I take whenever I travel. And so it's great that it is possible to, pack it small. And yeah, I've gotten a lot of use out of it this year, this summer. Last summer, not so much, but I still plan on, of course, getting more use out of it next year because it's the only sun hat, so I'm going to use it whenever I need one. The next piece is the only sewing project that I have in my wardrobe currently, which is a linen top. Now, this one is interesting. I will link you the video where I explain how I made it and just some other tips on like sustainable fashion and caring for your clothes, fixing your clothes and things like that. I made it out of an old pair of pants. I just cut them up and used the fabric that was still good and made this linen top. Now I don't have a sewing machine anymore, so I made it by hand and I did not like really take care of the edges, which leads to the problem that they are like small pieces of fabric are coming off and it doesn't look that great. But for now, I love it. I also did not have a pattern, but just like worked it on my body and adjusted and readjusted it until I thought it fit. And then I like sew it together. But I like it a lot and I've worn it quite a bit this summer and I definitely keep on using it and plan to keep it for the future. And then another staple in my wardrobe that I really always like to make myself are warm socks. I've made socks for myself for the past 3 or 4 years, but after a while they always have holes. The ones I'm wearing, this one is fine. I think this one has a hole. Sometimes I patch them up and use them a bit longer, but at some point after a few patches, I usually just recycle, the material. When I first started knitting again for my wardrobe, I really like these sneaker socks that are very small, that just go to the ankle. And so I have a bunch of these, like not very many anymore. It's just the 3 pairs that I have right now in my wardrobe that are just like this. And while I still like the cut of them, they are not warm enough. I'm gonna wear them until they have like big holes and cannot really be fixed anymore. But now I really prefer the ones that are longer. Here again, I don't have any patterns. I just make a simple kind of like short row heel, but it's my own construction. It's fake short rows. It's not really how you're supposed to do them, but they work for me. And so I use the same like kind of pattern for all of my socks, but I just made it up the easiest way possible. I also always knit socks for my boyfriend and my son. These are kind of the only things that I can knit for them. My son likes knitted jumpers and sweaters and things like that, but my grandmas do that for his wardrobe. So I knit for my wardrobe and I also knit socks for my boyfriend and my son. And in the future, I'm definitely gonna make more of these whenever I don't have enough anymore. And I'm gonna make them even longer maybe, because I even now, I mean, it's not even really fall and I'm already wearing wool socks because my feet are just cold if I'm not wearing them. I did realize that a lot of things I made myself did not turn out exactly the way I imagined them. Now, the things that I have right here that I've just showed you are pretty good. Like, I really, really like how they turned out and I wear them all the time. And these are pieces that work for my wardrobe. But that's also why they currently are in my wardrobe. I've definitely made things before that did not turn out the way I imagined them, that I decluttered again. Also things that did turn out pretty fine, but I just realized I didn't need anymore. And I think for me, even though I love handcrafting so much, it's really always also important to make sure to not waste resources. But on the other hand, since it is a hobby, I do allow myself to make things, to try them out, to wear them for a bit, and maybe also to let them go afterwards if I see that I'm not using them. And apart from making things myself, I also really like to alter things. I have dyed many garments and I leave you a video up here where I explain and show you how I plant dye things with just resources that you can find outside or in your grocery store for free. And I also really like to just adjust pieces, make them shorter at certain parts or change the cut a little bit. I take in pants when they're too loose fitting or I've cropped a hoodie before. And so I think I really like being able to just make things better for me, make things more perfect. Now, let me know if you have ever made something for your wardrobe, if you're interested in that topic in general, and what your favorite piece was from my me-made wardrobe. And thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, you can consider giving it a thumbs up. That would really help my channel. And if you want to see more videos, I'm gonna link you a video here and a playlist here that you can check out right now if you're interested. And I also hope to see you next time. Bye!